I don't know whether it's on purpose or not, but the emotions of every single verse are delivered to me on a plate. We are talking about the king, the goat, the one and only Sheikh Ra'd al-Kurdi.
Allahu Akbar.
You know, I remember making so much dua last Ramadan about him coming, so you can imagine my excitement when they announced that he would be coming to Bahrain on the 5th of Ramadan. When I got the news, I started pacing back and forth in my room, imagining the beauty of that prayer. I started thinking about the thobe I would wear and the perfume I'd spray. But as I was thinking, I realized that, oh, the mosque is 15 to 20 minutes away from my house, and on an island like ours, that's like driving halfway across the country. So I began thinking of my plan for that day. I came to the conclusion that I would have to have futur and leave immediately if I wanted to get a good parking space and a proper place in the masjid. With absolutely no hesitation whatsoever, I went through the plan in my head, I vocalized it to my family, and I began the countdown. Then came the morning of the 5th of Ramadan, and I was pumped. As usual, I was listening to Ra'd's recitations on my way to university, and all I could imagine was the feeling of being there behind him during that prayer. As I mentioned earlier, what I love about him is the degree of the khushu' that he delivers to me through his recitations. So just imagine being in that state with him during prayer. I had futur, alhamdulillah, and then I waited for like 5 minutes to avoid vomiting on Ra'd. I changed into a white thobe and I put on this ambar plus oud plus misk type of perfume, and then I drove straight to the mosque. It was empty! I got to park right in front of the masjid. I was an hour early, so I spent that time reading Quran, but it was now time for Isha, and Ra'd walked in with extreme humility and absolute prestige, like he had this beautiful heba. Here's the actual clip of him walking into the mosque. He raised his hands and he went, Allahu Akbar. With a giant smile on my face, I took a deep breath in and focused completely on the prayer. I had laser focus, subhanAllah. Level 99999 focus, alhamdulillah. He read verses from Surah Ali Imran in the first 8 rak'at of Taraweeh, and then he used Al-A'la, Al-Kafirun, and Al-Ikhlas in the Shafa and Witr. It was so beautiful, subhanAllah. Such a magnificent night, alhamdulillah. Truly, I'm not kidding. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to spoil us that night by giving Ra'd al-Kurdi the ability to recite the way he did for us that night. I'll link the full video down below. Take a look at this beautiful shot. Alhamdulillah. And as I was flipping through the pages, I found my long list of life goals. And guess what is on here? Boom, pray behind Ra'd al-Kurdi, right there next to Meet Mufti Bank and others.